Today, I am sharing a message from Archangel Raphael. Welcome to this video. I'm so excited to share this message that is coming through from Archangel Raphael. But before we get into that, I just want to share with you that there have been a ton of messages that are coming through from the archangels, different archangels coming in, different messages to support you on your journey of spiritual growth, connection, alignment with your purpose and who you truly are. So make sure that you are subscribed to this channel so that you do not miss these videos that will be dropping every single week. I can't wait. So let's get into the message from Archangel Raphael that is coming through for you today. And this is really for anyone out there who has been experiencing a feeling of stuckness or lack of clarity, or feeling like the next thing or the next move or the next place where you want to grow in your life feels very overwhelming because it just feels like a lot, or like it's going to be hard, or you just don't know what the next step is. This is going to be for you. And I think that this is a very common experience that we all have in some shape or form, and that can be applied to really any area of your life, whether it's your love life, your financial relationship, your career, your purpose, your health, any area of your life where we look at where we want to be or where we want to go in terms of our journey, the types of experiences that we want to have, and we look at where we are and there's this gap. And we feel like, okay, well, how do I get from point A to point Z? And when we start to think about it or look at that journey, it starts to feel overwhelming. It starts to feel hard. It starts to feel like I have no clue what I'm doing and I don't even know how to start. And so we don't start, or we start and then we give up, or we start and then we self-sabotage. We start and then we procrastinate. And so there's a cycle that we end up being in where we're not really moving ahead. And then that can cause frustration, and it can cause this feeling of like, I really don't know what I'm doing now. And just kind of spiraling into that sense of, should I even be doing this? Should I give up? Is it even worth my time? What if I don't succeed? And so we kind of get into this place where we feel blocked. We know where we want to go, but we have no idea how to actually accomplish it or how to actually create it in our life. And so Archangel Raphael is coming forward to support you with this process and to help you have a perspective shift, to help you see things from a different lens that will help you to, rather than thinking of it as kind of moving through the block, you're actually just kind of jumping over the block. You're moving up into a different level, a different perspective, where it's not so much of like, I have to work through this thing, but more so, oh, I have to see things from a different perspective, from a different level, and understand that there's actually this smoother ride that is available to me. But first, I need to understand what that perspective is. So that's what Archangel Raphael is reading through for us today. Now, the first thing to understand when we're in this kind of situation is understanding what the underlying fear is that holds you back. And when you look at this big, overwhelming thing that has a million steps, or this unknown path, you have no idea how to get from point A to point Z. The thing that comes up, the underlying fear that is often what starts this whole downward spiral, is this energy of, am I good enough for this? What if I fail? What if I don't know enough? What if people judge me? What if I disappoint other people? And so it's this energy around us not being good enough, us not being worthy. And again, these thoughts and these beliefs aren't necessarily always obvious. We might not even be thinking that at all. We might be like, yeah, of course I deserve this, or of course I'm worthy. But there's this underlying energy that holds you back from that. There's a part of you that still believes that that is truth, even though it's not. but a part of you believes that it is. And because of that, because of this desire to keep you safe and this desire to not create any pain, that part of you kind of holds you in and is like, that feels too overwhelming. Let's just wait a little bit longer. Maybe clarity will come at some point, some magic point, clarity will come. Or maybe the steps won't feel so overwhelming. Or maybe someone will come and just tell us what to do. And oftentimes with big things like that in our lives, that's not really the case. The case here is that it's about our growth and about our trust and about seeing ourselves as worthy and capable. Now, instead of having that conversation around, well, you just got to know that you're worthy and that you're good enough for this, and kind of focus on that mindset, like, I am worthy, I am good enough. And yes, that could be a part of it. But here's the perspective shift that Archangel Raphael wants to bring to you. And that is that you were chosen to experience that life, to experience that experience, that you were chosen to create that, to become that, to live in that energy. And so, again, this applies to any part of your life, whether it is in romantic relationships or your health journey or your career or your purpose or whatever other situation that you are wanting to grow in and that you are wanting to create change in your life. It's understanding that if that vision and that desire exists within you, it's because you were chosen to live a life that is in alignment with that energy, with that feeling, with that experience. And so because you were chosen, and that then comes back to this knowing that you are an extension of the divine. I always talk about this, how I see the divine, God, source energy, as this big ball of light, this big ball of energy. And from that big ball of energy of love, of pure divine love, we are extensions. All of our souls are these extensions out from that one source. And so knowing that we are extensions of this light, knowing that the life that we live is an extension of the divine is here to expand, and it expands through us, through our individual journeys. And so if you have this desire to experience life in a certain way, to have a certain type of relationship, to have a certain type of experience with your body, to experience vitality, to experience a certain type of career, or to make an impact in some sort of way, if you have that drive and that desire inside of you, it's because the divine desires to expand through you through that experience. And so you were chosen to live that life. You were chosen to live in that particular way. And so when we, rather than thinking of it as, okay, I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy, that can still kind of hold us in a space of, okay, I'm worthy. So where is it? Like, where is it? Where is it happening? When is it coming? Versus coming into this perspective of, I am chosen. I was chosen for this. I was chosen to live my life like this. I was chosen to be this kind of person. I was chosen to have these kinds of experiences. I was chosen to have this type of relationship. I was chosen to live in vitality. When we can experience the sense of, I was chosen for this, the divine desires to expand through me in this particular way, what happens is that now it creates this energy, it kind of elevates you into a space where, okay, if I'm chosen, that means that I'm going to figure it out. And if I'm chosen, that means that I am supported in that path. And so that means that now, instead of figuring everything out, it means that I'm walking with the divine on that path that is for me because I was chosen for it. And so that now creates this very deep sense of stability and like this foundation of, this is the life that I was chosen to live. And therefore I am capable of navigating whatever comes along my way. I have the resources right now to start, and the resources that I will need in the future will come because I am in this together with the divine. And it no longer feels like the separation where it's kind of like we're trying to prove our worthiness, or we're trying to believe so hard that we are worthy. And if I believe hard enough, then poof, it'll appear in my life. Instead, it's a journey of, I was chosen for this, therefore I put one foot in front of the other, knowing that the path will unfold for you in your favor, for your highest good, in order to experience that. Because again, the divine desires to experience it through you. You were chosen for it. And so that is the mantra and the energy that Archangel Raphael is supporting you with creating within yourself to help you see that. So calling on him can also help you to experience kind of like this mirror, like he will be a mirror to you so that you can truly see this and feel this in your body, feel this in your bones. And from there, this might change the way you make certain decisions. You might choose to take a certain action that you were afraid to do before. And more than that, when we step into this perspective and this mindset, what also happens is that the divine direction is now revealed to us. Sometimes we stay stuck because we're like, thinking, okay, well, I haven't received any guidance yet. I'm waiting for clarity. I'm waiting for the next step. I'm waiting for this. And yes, part of that is the process, is that we do wait for that divine guidance, but also sometimes we might use that as an excuse. Like sometimes we're like, well, I haven't received guidance yet, so I'm just gonna wait. Just keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting. And it's kind of like, well, where there's a fine line. Like, where am I using that as a crutch and as an excuse? And where is it that I actually do need to wait for the divine guidance? And so the thing is that happens is when you come into this perspective of, I was chosen for this, therefore I'm meant for it, therefore I'm going to figure it out, therefore I am supported in it. What happens is that now you're in this higher perspective, which opens you up to clarity. It opens you up to divine guidance coming in. And all of a sudden, it doesn't feel like this separation where you're like, well, the divine is being silent right now, so I don't know. Versus, oh yeah, I can feel how I'm in this co-creation. I'm in this connection with the divine. Like we are walking together side by side. And the answer is very clear right now, whether I need to be waiting or the fact that, oh, this is my next step right now. It just becomes so clear in that moment. And so that is part of the process too, is if you feel like you've been waiting for a long time for some sort of guidance or some sort of direction, focus on this. Call on Archangel Raphael, ask him to help reveal to you or to show you or lean into this perspective and this idea that you are chosen, and focusing on that. I am chosen. I was meant for this. I am going to figure it out. I am taking the next steps. And then as you sit in that energy, notice what divine downloads come through. Notice what visions you start to see. Notice what next steps start to be revealed to you, and trusting in those next steps and then taking those next steps. So we have to take action in that while repeating this mantra. I am chosen. I am meant for this. I am going to figure it out, and continuing to do that one step at a time. And all of a sudden, that feeling of overwhelm and that feeling of uncertainty starts to dissolve. And it no longer feels like this deep, debilitating thing where you're just like, I don't know. And you're like frozen, like a deer in headlights. You're just like, I don't know what to do. And so you don't do anything. So now it's an experience where you're taking one step at a time, and also realizing that you don't have to be perfect at this. This isn't about being perfect, taking the perfect next step. It's going to be messy at times. It's going to feel awkward. It's going to feel uncomfortable. But the whole point is that the journey of growth and the journey into who you desire to be isn't meant to be comfortable. It's not meant to be like la-di-da, okay, this is super easy. That's not the thing. And I think sometimes we can think that like, well, if it was meant to be, it would be easier. But sometimes it actually is through that challenge and through that experience that growth actually happens. So this is how Archangel Raphael is coming in to support you. This is the truth that he wants you to see, and more importantly, embody. and be in that. So calling on Archangel Raphael, like I said, is going to be really powerful for this. I have some videos that you can reference about Archangel Raphael that I'm going to link at the end of this video. So you can go check out those resources to support you with connecting with Archangel Raphael and to support you with just having this overall experience with him. So I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Let me know if you resonate with this, if you feel like you've been in this kind of situation or are currently in this kind of situation. Let me know how this message lands with you. And as always, if you have any questions about Archangel Raphael, about this message, or anything else about your spiritual journey, please feel free to post that in the comments below. And I cannot wait to support you. That is it for the message today. Like I said, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel so that you do not miss the next videos that will be posted. Have notifications turned on. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up and share this video with your friends, your family, your social media, wherever it is, so that people can connect with this truth. I'm sending you so much love and angel blessings, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.